Hello, my fellow Nigerians. See what the Labour Party are saying. He said Labour Party capable to win a presidential poll on its strength, says one of our own. The Labour Party has stated that it has the capability to win the 2027 presidential election without forming a coalition, hanging on a strong grassroots support and appeal to Nigerians. LP noted that its performance in the 2023 elections showed its potential to independently challenge and unseat the ruling All Progressive Congress. The Labour Party National Publicity Secretary, Obi, who stated this, denied recent rumors of a coalition agreement with the new Nigerian People's Party and the People's Democratic Party. As it stands, Labour Party has not been approached or invited to any meeting whatsoever to discuss a coalition. What we see already is that people are thinking of alternatives and how best election can be won in a landslide against the ruling APC, Ifo said. Labour Party didn't need any coalition in 2023 when it gathered millions of votes from Nigerians who wanted the Labour Party to take over the leadership of the nation. We will continue to say that the system played a trick on both Nigerians and the Labour Party. We know Labour Party has what it takes to win elections at the highest level, and we demonstrated that in 2023. If elections were to hold again today, Labour Party would even do it in a bigger way because the government of the day has failed. Everything that Labour Party stands for and canvassed in 2023 is what Nigeria needs at the moment. So we do not even really need a coalition to win the election. Ifo, however, said the LP had not foreclosed the possibility of a merger if the terms were right. He said the idea of a coalition is not bad. If Labour Party is approached, the party will look into it, scrutinize it, see the merits and the demerits. Again, we only see individuals talking. The opposition parties have not called for any meeting or take the initiative for discussion until when the time comes. Ifo's statement comes in response to speculation fueled by reports suggesting a possible coalition between PDP and nnpp ahead of the 2027 elections. These claims were, however, recently dismissed by Kwankwaso and Obi, both of whom denied any involvement in such discussions. Kwankwaso, speaking in a BBC Hausa interview last week, stated, "I have not communicated with either Atiku or Obi," adding that he has maintained a neutral stance through the end of last year. Similarly, Obi, in a press conference last Friday, distanced himself from the rumors, saying, "I'm not a party to any arrangement of this nature." My brothers and sisters, this is what we are saying. In a related issue, hear what Abaribe is saying. Abaribe is saying that Otti has done well in infrastructure, says Abaribe. Enyinaya Abaribe, a senator representing Abia South Senatorial Zone in the National Assembly, has applauded Governor Alex Otti Otti's performance so far, saying that he has done well in infrastructure, especially in Abia, the state's commercial hub. Abaribe, who was elected on the platform of All Progressive Grand Alliance, stated this on Sunday, January 5, 2025, when he, alongside his wife, paid Governor Otti Christmas and New Year visit. Otti himself, the governor, is a member of the Labour Party. Speaking in the press after meeting with the governor, Abaribe said, even though my party is Abga and his party is Labour, we feel that we have gone beyond party and we are now at the point of governance. So I came to encourage him. He's done so well, and we wanted to make sure that we continue to inspire him to do much more for the people of Abia. Let me say this, I come from Abia. He has done tremendously well in infrastructure. The whole infrastructure in Abia, I have driven around. I have seen everything. All I want to do is to continue to encourage him to continue in the path that he has chosen. We also agree that we are going to come around to commission some of the projects that he has done in and around my senatorial zone. I think second tenure is still far away, but I do not see any stumbling block on the way. If we go by what he has done at this point, Abaribe declared. Abaribe, who is also the chairman of the Southeast Senators, said that they spent quite a lot of time discussing issues of governance in the state and what the National Assembly could do to help the governor achieve more for the state. He also said that they discussed matters concerning the Southeast, including President Bola Tinubu's proposed tax reforms, which he said he will relate to his colleagues when he gets back to Abuja and see how it will help the Southeast. He said that their concern is the development of the Southeast region and to ensure that the region is not left behind while the rest of Nigerians is moving on. He commended President Tinubu for promising to do the rail lines and the other infrastructure within the Southeast during his visit to Enugu State over the weekend to commission projects. On the release of Nnamdi Kanu, detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Abaribe described President Tinubu as a listening leader, expressing the hope that he will give a heed to the advice of the Attorney General of the Federation and the others advising and appealing to Nnamdi Kanu's release. I expect that the President will listen to both his Attorney General and every one of us that have been agitating that the issues of the Southeast, first of all, the insurgency and sit at home on Mondays and every other things we have noticed in the Southeast. What we now know in the Southeast is that criminals and all other people who advocate violence have taken over and using the name Nnamdi Kanu to perpetrate all these their despicable acts. We know that the president, being a listening as president, will also look at all the issues involved, which we have presented to him from various media, that he will do the needful and release Nnamdi Kanu so that it will put a stop to all these things that are happening in the Southeast and bring back the Southeast as a hub of production in Nigeria. The president wants to pass a tax bill that has to do with production. You cannot tax people who don't produce. So he needs Nnamdi Kanu out, so that all those things that are holding us down in the southeast, that have made us not to produce as much as we ought to produce, will not be there. So we continue to call on President Tinubu to release Nnamdi Kanu, and we are ready and willing to be guarantors for him to be released, so that we can have life coming back to the east, to the southeast, and take it away from the criminals, kidnappers, the cultists, and dangerous elements that are floating around us, who have made it a point that they would perpetrate violence, do criminal activities, and use Nnamdi Kanu's name as their reason. Abaribe stated. Abaribe questioned why people should be killing people they claim to be agitating for their behalf, stressing that it is not the proper way to agitate. My brothers and sisters, this is what we are saying. On this issue of Abaribe, Otti, and the Labour Party, in the comment section, you are free to say your opinion. Subscribe to this channel, share, love, and like. God bless Nigeria. Thanks and God bless. Amen.